Reports state Chandrayaan 3 will land on the Moon around 2022. Preparations and research are underway to launch a mission to the Moon. This mission will include a lander, rover, and orbiter to explore and study the terrain. Engineers are working to make the mission successful and efficient. The orbiter will be responsible for collecting data from different angles and create a map of the Moon. The lander will be sent with a rover to the Moon's surface to conduct experiments. The rover will be used to collect samples and test them for possible resources. The payloads will allow for more accurate studies and monitoring of the Moon's terrain. The launch is slated to be from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in India. The mission will use a GSLV Mk3 rocket for a successful launch. The orbiter will enter a lunar orbit sometime after launch. After entering the lunar orbit, the lander cum rover will be released. They will descend and make a soft touchdown on the lunar surface. The orbiter will observe the rover's activity on the surface. The rover will analyze the terrain and collect samples for further analysis. The mission should last for around 3 months, possibly longer. Data will be transmitted to ground stations during this period. The mission will study the Moon's terrain, rocks, and soil. The studies are meant to assess the surface condition of the Moon. The rover will travel across the Moon and conduct experiments. After the experiments are completed, the mission will declare complete. Communications will then cease, and the lander rover will power down. The orbiter will enter a standby mode to preserve data collected. India will become the 4th nation to soft land on the Moon. The other 3 nations who have soft landed are the US, China, and Israel.